The Right Stuff, a dating app founded by conservative mega donor Peter Thiel, is failing miserably, just as we predicted. Only months after it was launched, their monthly downloads have plummeted. It's actually shocking that they had monthly downloads to begin with. Now, we've covered The Right Stuff before, but if you're not familiar with it, here's an ad for the platform.
The old ways of dating are dead. You're probably not going to randomly run into your soulmate at the grocery store or the gym or at the wedding you're going to next weekend. Dating's gone digital, and here are your options. Hinge, where you're prompted to add your pronouns, and you can be accused of misgendering while trying to flirt. Bumble, where you're forced to pledge allegiance to causes you don't believe in, or you have to sort through 33 gender options. 33 gender options. Or Tinder. Well, see for yourself.
I'm a blogger and I'm transgender.
I'm a full-time model and I identify as male.
I'm a DJ and a philanthropist and I'm a female gender.
I'm a makeup artist, cosmetic trainer. I identify as male for now.
Now maybe this works for some of you, and that's fine. But if you're looking for something different, we created an alternative, The Right Stuff, where you're gonna meet quality, like-minded people, where the trolls are kept out because it's invite only, and where you can be yourself openly without beliefs being forced on you. This is actually the least political dating app.
Yeah, okay, so for a moment, let's just dispel the notion that this was a non-political dating app when it was founded by a mega donor to the GOP who is very political. And by the way, the app itself has a prompt that says January 6th was, and then the users answer it the way that they want to answer it, which it's a political question, clearly. And what's more important is that bit toward the end about keeping the trolls out, because The Right Stuff is going to frustrating lengths to check the authenticity of its users, and that's become a problem. But before I get to those details, Jake, I want to get your thoughts.
Yeah, of course, it's a total right-wing app. Saying that it's not political is hilarious, and that's why it's also failing. The right wing is a tiny minority in a lot of ways in this country. They just have outsized power because most of the rich are on their side. And then they pretend to be populist. And there's ironies all over the story. So let me give you two more. Peter Thiel is gay, and most of that ad was dedicated to, doesn't the LGBT community suck? Don't worry, we don't have any of those people here. We cast them out, right? Funded by a gay Republican who is obsessed with greed. And he's like, I'll do anything for tax cuts. So, I mean, that's a hell of an irony there. And then one of the last lines of that ad was like, you're free to be yourself here.
Except
they hate
you're
it
not.
when, no, but in a sense they are though, because they hate it when you're yourself. If you're non-binary, if you're anything that they're not used to, they're like, oh, don't be yourself. I hate that, right? They're like, but here, you're free to be as hateful as you normally are. And that's deeply ironic.
Okay, so before I go to some of the user reviews and what they found problematic about the app, and these are people who had an open mind about it. They watched those ads and they're like, maybe this is how I'm gonna find the love of my life. I do wanna just quickly mention, no, look, you can still meet your soulmate or your partner, your next significant other being out in the real world. It could happen when you least expect it. It could happen at a grocery store. It could happen at a club, as was the case with me, okay? That happened. And so like the idea that like you have no options, you must rely on a dating app. I think a dating app is helpful for some people who want to use dating apps to meet people. I'm not against it. I used dating apps when I was single. But with that said, like don't buy this idea that like, no, there's no way that you're gonna meet someone out in the real world or in person. You can, and if you put your mind to it, you will. Go out there, be social. All right, well let's get, and by the way, that's coming from me who's probably one of the most antisocial people in the company. I love to work, go home and not talk to anybody, but you guys get what I mean. Now, one review for the app that was posted on December 19th read as follows. I downloaded this app more than 2 months ago, even got sent a package from them to become an ambassador, and still have not been accepted onto the app. That's ridiculous and unacceptable. Most users also get invited by another user to be able to use the app, which has caused some frustration. Another review of the app read, quote, "Not a big fan of the invite only thing. Makes me feel like trying to enter this super elite secret group where only the cool kids can enter. I get they wanted to prevent people with bad intentions from hijacking the app, but there has to be another way. Decided to just delete the account and delete the app. Hope the people that didn't get invited meet your special someone." That did get invited, meet your special someone. So they just made it really difficult to even be able to use the app, and apparently that hurt them at the end of the day. They have a rating of 2.5 out of 5 stars on the App Store, and there are approximately 1,200 reviews.
Yeah, so look guys, and some left-wing trolls probably messed them up pretty bad on the reviews and some of the comments, etc. But mainly it's because they probably hired right-wingers to run it, and right-wingers are generally deeply incompetent. When you're not attached to reality, you're gonna have trouble running a business. So remember, they had all of the free advertising in the world, including us. We've now covered it a couple of times. So both the left wing attacking them, the right wing supporting them, they're being talked about constantly, and still they can't get anybody. So the first week they had an okay week, 40,000 downloads. All right, that's pretty good. And then in the next couple of months, they've only gotten 11,000 downloads, and that's terrible. And they're probably gonna run out of money. And again, not enough money, and incompetent idiots running your company and your business is probably not gonna help your cause.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a provocative question because I'm genuinely curious what you think. Because I've noticed this trend in all areas of our society, economy, and certainly with these dating apps. I feel like there's a lot of division, like segregation going on in a way, right? Like I was watching television just last night, and then there was an ad for a new dating app that's specifically geared toward black people who want to date via dating apps. Here you have like a conservative dating app. There was a Bible related dating app at one point. There's Farmers Only, which is a dating app for farmers apparently. Like no, but seriously, Farmers Only, I don't know if it still exists, but it did exist.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a good idea, right? Because we're all just kind of going into our own little identity-based corners when we should be talking with one another. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%. Provocative questions get provocative answers. So if I was still single, would I date someone from the right stuff? Would I go on the right stuff? There's a 0% chance I would, okay? But would I date someone who is a Trump fan? I don't know, man. So first of all, prepare to lose respect for me. In the old days, that wouldn't even been close. Of course I would have. And I would have been greatly amused by it. I would have been amused by the date. I would have been amused by things that happen afterwards. But these days, I might have trouble kissing them. Isn't that a funny thing?
Oh,
like
so sentimental.
Like, yeah, like
no, I do get what you mean. I do get what you mean. I think there are gradations of Trump supporters, right? I think that there are people who voted for Trump, but you have conversations with them and it's clear that they're not really paying attention to what's going on with politics. They just want, less in tax, like they want to pay less in taxes or whatever, or they bought whatever conservative family members have sold them about what's going on in politics. So it really depends, honestly, because look, I have Trump supporters in my family, okay? And they're not crazy lunatics, believe it or not. We disagree politically, but they're not unbearable people. And I want to keep that in mind when it comes to what people claim they are politically.
Yeah, I got an awe out of that, and I appreciate it. And I should leave well enough alone. But part of what I was implying is that
no, I get it. I get it. No, Cenk. No, thank you for spelling it out. We got it.
No, I just want people to give me the proper discredit that I deserve. Okay, and so look, it's a crazy world. We eventually have to get back together. I don't know that we're ready yet. But yes, eventually we definitely have to talk to one another, and for God's sake, find our similarities when we focus so much on our differences.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.